Lately I often feel detached, a great sense of nothingness, useless even. I never used to be like this. I was always highly motivated, focused and full of energy. But life seems to have taken so many little nibbles out of me. I understand it does this to everyone and that I am no exception, but I am just so burnt out and lost and can't seem to find my way back to who I was. I feel like I have tried all the usual things like taking a break, self-care, physical activity, getting a good night's sleep, blah blah blah. All the usual suggestions without success though. Is there anything else you can recommend? It's important to remember that recovery from burnout is a very personal journey and what works for one person may not work for you. Here are some alternative strategies that might resonate with you. Mindfulness techniques like meditation, Tai Chi, yoga, or even adult coloring books. Spending time in nature, whether it's gardening or a walk in a park, can have therapeutic effects on your mental health. Creative activities like writing, painting, or playing music. Try seeking support by talking to friends, family, or maybe a professional therapist or counselor who can provide comfort and guidance. Good God, that's a no from me. Some of those points seem a bit hippy-dippy, coloring in and navel-gazing just isn't my thing. And I also find the cost of professional therapy just too expensive. Okay, let's try a more practical approach that focuses on actionable steps like re-evaluating your workload by assessing your current tasks and responsibilities. Can anything be delegated or removed? Try establishing firm boundaries between work and personal time. Break down larger goals based on your values into manageable tasks and reward yourself after completing each task. Identify any stressors in your life and try to limit or manage them where possible. It's important to take care of yourself and to seek out strategies that work for you personally. It is also okay to try different approaches until you find what helps you feel more like yourself again. Okay, so I think I'll focus on limiting my stressors, identifying my values and setting new goals. Can you please help me identify and limit my stressors? Okay, let's start by discussing any recent changes or challenges you faced. Have there been any new demands or pressures at work, home, or in your personal relationships? Feel free to share as much or as little as you're comfortable with, and we'll go from there. Where to start? I live in an apartment building that is having communal body corporate works done. That means I have builders in and out of my apartment from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. every workday for the last 12 weeks. Whenever my adult children are stressed, I take that on and I continually worry about them and if I raised them the best I could. There is a Nicole Helget quote, "A mother is only as happy as her unhappiest child," which resonates with me. I have some handmade projects that I love to do and I want to try and sell online, but there is never the time or the room to photograph them. My husband is a shift worker and our communication could use some work, but again, there just doesn't seem to be time. Last month I lost a dear lifelong friend. The loss is great and dredges up the loneliness I feel in having lost my only sibling 20 years ago to suicide. I honestly just feel that at my age I should probably just sit down and shut up. I only have to do 15 to 20 more years and I'll be dead. I'm truly sorry to hear about the challenges and losses you've been facing. It sounds like you're dealing with a significant amount of stress from various sources, and it's completely understandable to feel overwhelmed. It's important to acknowledge that your feelings are valid. Finding even small moments for self-care amidst your busy schedule can be beneficial. Remember, it's never too late to reach out for help. Your experiences and feelings are important, and there are people and resources available to support you through this time. If you're open to it, I can suggest some stress management techniques or help you find resources for support. Would you like to try that? Okay, let's give that a go. Please help me with stress management techniques, but I just don't know how I can lessen the stress of these workers in my apartment when I have no say or control over them being here. Here are some strategies that might help you cope. Create a sanctuary for yourself by designating a quiet area in your home where you can retreat from the noise and activity. This could be a bedroom, a study, or even just a comfortable chair with headphones to listen to music or an audiobook. Plan outings. Schedule some time outside of your home during the most disruptive hours. Visualize the outcome by focusing on the end. Imagine the work's finished and the workers have vacated your apartment. At the end of each day, take time to unwind and do something that you enjoy, which can help you relax and recharge. Small actions to create a sense of peace and order can significantly impact your overall well-being. Okay, some good points. I'll try and carve out a private space for myself, and at the end of each day I'll pour myself a large, non-standard glass of white wine. I know that probably doesn't sound too mature, but I'm thinking it counts as daily decompression. So now let's try some goal setting. To that end, can you help me identify my values? Sure. Here's a process to help you discover your core values and what's truly important to you. Reflect on past experiences by thinking about moments in your life when you felt the happiest, proudest, and most fulfilled. What were you doing? Who were you with? Assess your daily choices by thinking about your daily decisions. How you spend your time can also indicate your values. What activities do you prioritize? Based on your reflections, list the values that resonate with you. Common values include family, health, career, creativity, community, and personal growth. Once you have a list of values, try to prioritize them. Which values are non-negotiable, and which are less critical? Now use your top values to set your goals. Values can change over time, so it's important to review them periodically and adjust your goals accordingly. Okay, so on reflection, my moments of joy came from my career in HR, long over now, but I achieved great things and enjoyed doing them. Times of pride included renovating and flipping houses. Having such a large goal and working on it to make it all come together was great, but financially those days are over. Regarding lifestyle choices, I am a very private person and hold my privacy dear. I value financial security. I have identified that this stems from my childhood. I have only 2 friends I speak to maybe once a week, and I am fine with this. I don't want or need a great circle of friends or people in my life. I do happily chat away with my daughters on the phone most days. I'm realizing writing this that I value my space too, as in having the room to do the things that I enjoy. I think I would like to get back to renovating furniture. So, what would you identify my values as? Based on what you've shared, here are the values that seem to be important to you. You take pride in achieving significant goals and completing projects. You cherish your personal space and privacy, indicating a value for autonomy and control over your personal environment. Stemming from your childhood, financial stability is a priority for you, reflecting a value for safety and predictability in life. While you may not seek a large social circle, you value deep and meaningful connections with a few people, like your daughters and close friends. Your interest in activities like renovating furniture suggests you value creativity and the practical application of your skills. The desire for space and the ability to engage in personal projects indicate a value for independence and self-sufficiency. These values can serve as a foundation for setting goals that are aligned with what's most meaningful to you. If you'd like, we can explore how to set specific goals based on these values. Would that be helpful? Yes, please. Can you help me set my first goal? Certainly. Based on the values we've identified, let's set a goal related to your values of accomplishment, privacy, creativity, and practicality, as these seem to be areas where you've found joy and pride in the past. Here's a potential first goal. Within the next 2 months, reorganize your current living space to create a private area dedicated to your relaxation or hobbies. Steps might include decluttering to maximize the available space, setting up a partition or using furniture to designate a private zone, incorporating elements that make the space feel personal and secluded. Brilliant. This could also feed into my financial security values, because if I had a space like this, I may also be able to work on reconditioning small pieces of furniture. Hopefully I could then sell them. This is exciting. It is becoming clear in my mind through this discussion just how unhappy I am living in this apartment. Everybody seems to think they know your business. Body Corporate and their contractors enter in and out our space as they please, leaving tools stacked up everywhere for weeks on end. There is absolutely no privacy, room or space to renovate any furniture or to set up my other projects. I can't believe I'm now actually thinking I need to move, find a home with an extra room or with a small backyard and room for a shed for me to achieve goals like this one. Moving to a new home with a small backyard and space for a shed could indeed provide you with the environment you need to pursue your goals. Would you like me to list some steps to consider in your search for a new home? Wow. Okay, that may be a conversation for tomorrow. I just can't believe how I now feel a shift inside me. Is it crazy that based on a discussion with AI I now want to sell up and move house? It's not crazy at all. Sometimes, a simple conversation can spark new ideas and perspectives. If selling your apartment aligns with your goals and values, it might be a positive step. It could provide a fresh start, giving you new perspectives and reducing environmental triggers. Take your time to weigh the pros and cons, consider your options, and make an informed decision. Remember, change can be both exciting and daunting. Okay then, time for me to see what my husband thinks about moving.